Alright, we're going to start today's video by purchasing a Colossal Wyrm teleport scroll. Put an offer in for 17k and then 50k, and I was astonished that it still didn't buy. Let's go ahead and try 100k. It definitely has to buy for that, and it looks like overall it costs 56k. If you're curious where it leads you to, here is where it leads you to. Hello everyone, and welcome to a brand new video for you all today. Today I bring you guys loot from 10 hours of the new Colossal Wyrm agility course. Before you get started with this course, you do have to talk to Wormtongue, and he'll give you a little introduction as to what this is exactly. This is a brand new agility course released with Varlamore Part 2, found in the Savannah, which involves running around the scaffolding that surrounds the Colossal Wyrm remains. Now there are two courses available here. One of them begins at 50 agility, just the basic course, and then 62 agility for the advanced course. It is a lower intensity course, and it has fewer obstacles, each with longer animations, and each lap averages about a minute. Well, let's go ahead and start that 10-hour timer, and we'll see how much XP I can get at the end of the 10-hour, as well as how many termites I can accumulate. As you can see, look at this beautiful animation. It is quite delayed, and it means that this course is so much less clicking and so relaxing. So as you can see, we are rewarded with blessed bone shards, which is equivalent to about 6 XP per shard, and then termites, which you can then use in the store here. And I should mention that the bone shards are 6 prayer XP per shard, not agility, so keep that in mind. Now, if you never fail the obstacle course and you have perfect attention, then you should be averaging 54 seconds at the basic course for a total of 62 laps an hour, and that's about 31k XP an hour. However, the advanced course can be completed in 59.4 seconds if you're really paying attention, and that's about a maximum of 39k XP an hour. Now, efficiency isn't my middle name, it's actually John, but no, I'm kidding, it's not John. I'm not going to tell you my middle name, but as a matter of fact, I will say that, you know, if you're not averaging the most efficient rates, don't worry about it. Honestly, I don't think that this course was put into the game for people such as myself with 99 agility to come here and train agility. I think it's more meant for med-level players who are, you know, not exactly the highest agility level. So we're really just going to be focusing on the rewards today. That's the most exciting part. We're also going to be using Magic Imbue on the side on the Lunar Spellbook. It's like an extra 10k Magic XP an hour, and why not? You know, I have all the Astral Runes in the world. But overall, we're coming up on our first hour completed, so let's see the overall results. I'm not a big fan of that new timer, but what can I say? 35k XP an hour and 52 laps an hour. It's a pretty awesome course. 150 termites as well that hour, and 412 blessed bone shards. Neither of which are tradable, so we're just going to let them stack from start to finish. But yeah, I would say the biggest compliment that I can give this course is simply the creativity behind it and the fact that it is so laid back. This is coming from someone who has never done Hollowed before, which I consider to be the most intense way to train agility, but certainly the most beneficial. I am just the RD course fan. All of my agility post 99 is at the Ardone course, and I always considered that laid back. But after my first 100 laps at the Colossal Wyrm agility course, what a name for a course, by the way, I gotta say this is rank 1 as it goes for most laid back agility course in the game, and I think Jagex really understands that agility doesn't have to be so hands-on all the time. You can simply be at your job, be in bed, or be at your computer chair and just be clicking once every now and again. So, you know, this gives you the luxury to maybe play on multiple accounts or multitask in real life at the same time while getting, you know, 30k agility XP an hour. And don't forget about those termites. You know, if you're actually one of those people out there who's lucky enough to have the squirrel pet, then you can actually obtain an acorn here from the store, and it's a transmog. So that's amazing too. Alright, well, we are just about halfway into the video so far, and I have a question for you guys. Are you hungry right now? Well, you know, I know you are, right? And I know the last thing you want to do is get up and start cooking a bunch of food, only to maybe burn it and, you know, inevitably be left with a bunch of dishes. You don't want to bother with any of that. Come on, I know you don't, right? Instead, why not check out our amazing sponsor today, Uber Eats? I know, I'm surprised too. I have been ordering Uber Eats since 2017, and I still to this day do it. I mean, there's nothing like having a hot, fresh meal delivered right to your door. So the real question is, what are you waiting for? Use code MrNoSlee 15 to save $15 off your first order. And a huge thank you to Uber Eats for sponsoring today's video. All right, and we are back. 4 hours left on the clock. Ladies and gentlemen, 283 laps have been completed so far. Looks like we're coming up on 300. The odds of getting the squirrel pet from this course very low, but nevertheless they are there. And if you guys recall, just about 2 weeks ago I received the Rocky pet from Pickpocketing Elves. Yeah, we just might get some luck today. It would be amazing to get the squirrel pet while doing this video, and then at the very end we can trade in all of our termites for the transmog, which if you weren't sure what that is exactly, the calcified acorn you can purchase from the worm tongue NPC for 900 termite, and if you use it on your giant squirrel it will turn it into the bone squirrel, which is very unique. You know, certainly not for everyone, but I like it a lot. I know other people that like it too, and I've seen it around, so you know, someone's gotten this so far. I believe it only took me about 7.5 hours to reach the amount of termites needed for the transmog, so that is something to keep in mind. You're not going to have to even spend 10 hours here in order to unlock that if you already have the giant squirrel, so that's amazing. All these bone shards, such a common feature with so many different activities in Varlamore. You know, I just don't need them. It's such an insignificant amount of prayer XP, I should say, that I still have been stacking them all up in the bank. I might be getting close to 50,000 bone shards overall, which I think is like 300,000 prayer XP. So maybe when I get close to 1 million, if that's ever going to happen one day, I'll make a video covering them. But for the most part, I think you guys know what they do. And again, I think it's more centered towards Varlamore locked accounts and just lower levels in general to help them out, maybe save some GP while getting their prayer XP up. So it's nice, you know, 2 birds with 1 stone. You get agility XP and prayer XP, and that's a great feature with Varlamore. You see that quite often here. All right, guys, well, that is 10 hours completed. This was a fast one. Hard to find footage for this one, you know what I mean? But overall, we managed to get 325k agility XP, and before I did the praise check, I went and did another challenge mode raid, but I didn't get anything. All right, well, let's go ahead and purchase a Colossal Wyrm teleport scroll. We did this at the beginning of the video, now we're doing it at the end, and it looks like it's still 56k. All right, so I gained 325k XP in 10 hours, is about 32k an hour. Not too bad. 21k prayer XP and all the bone shards, and 1,685 termites. Also, I just want to give a quick shout out to Rex Nemesis and his wife. Thank you both for your incredible support. You guys are amazing. I do appreciate it, and it's incredible to see a couple on RuneScape. Good for you guys. Okay, so if we purchase the Colossal Wyrm teleport scrolls, it'll only be about 2 mil GP. If we go ahead and purchase the packs, it'll be about 2.2 mil GP. I don't need the calcified acorn because I don't have the squirrel pet, so I guess I'm just going to be spending my termites on the graceful recolor of Varlamore. So yeah, it's pretty amazing. It'll still leave me with 1,000 termites left over, but the fact is, we can kind of just assume that if you were to just strictly use your termites on what makes you the most gold, then I guess you can consider this course to be about 200 to 300k profit an hour. That would be my estimate, but prices will change. I imagine the packs will always be the same profit, but those worm teleport scrolls are destined to go down, so that is something to keep in mind. I would recommend just doing this course for the graceful recolor and the acorn. I don't think it's meant for GP, but if you're a lower level, it's always an option for you. Well, that's it for this specific video. If you want to stay tuned for what I have coming up for you guys, feel free. So here we have Swerve's house by 20 Defense Pure. He is working on 1,000 herb boxes. That'll be done in about 11 days from now. Here's my Iron Man receiving 40 million defense XP while killing loot from 3,000 black demons. It's a very painful feeling when I lost out on 15 clue scrolls that I was juggling, but we'll get them back. And on my main account, I was working on a PKing video, but watch this here. I was panicking so hard, I could not even double spec this guy, and I probably would have killed him if I did for 40 mil. But his team ended up killing me anyway, so, you know, Blazers, I'm coming for you. But, you know, it didn't all go bad. I've been having a lot of fun anti-PKing again, and I do look forward to doing this later on in the month for you guys, and perhaps it might be live next time around, maybe even on another platform. You never know. I have a lot coming out for you guys soon, and it's not just going to be on YouTube, so stay tuned for more. This was a beautiful PK, kind of sets the tone for the night. 6.6 mil coming in, and I did actually try out a PKing with live commentary video. Unfortunately, my microphone sounded so bad. I don't know why it sounds okay in camera Camtasia, but when I was using it live, I certainly didn't get the same audio. So with that being said, enjoy the footage. This is what you guys were going to see with live commentary, plus so much more. But at the end of the day, it just didn't seem to happen. So one last thing I want to show you guys is I did receive another third age item recently. It was none other than the third age ring. It's really cool to get that from an Elite Clue Scroll Mimic casket. And yeah, I mean, that's 3 third age items in a month. So can we go for 4? But thank you very much for watching this far. And a huge thank you to the YouTube channel members with a special shout out to DeceptionZ, xXzoticx, and Lawm, our new HYDRA tier. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I'll see you soon with a new one. Till then, Mr. No Sleep, out.